Welcome back to Jog On, running you through to geography success at Bede. Today's short clip is focusing on getting the most out of the mark scheme. This is specifically for second year students, so those studying A-level. These types of questions, 25 mark essays, are predominantly found in the G3 paper. They are, however, also found in the G4 paper. Now, something that is key is not folding under pressure. Now, in order to not fold under pressure, you really need to understand what the mark scheme is wanting you to do to get the marks. These two mark bands here, good and very good, level 4 and level 5, are the two mark bands that ideally every student should be aiming for. A 16 mark essay is generally a grade C, an 18 generally a grade B, and a 20 generally a grade A. So, to produce a level 4 answer, a grade C answer, what do you need to do? Well, you have to have a confident grasp of the relevant concepts and principles, sound analysis, synthesis and assessment of some of the contexts, good factual knowledge and understanding, appropriate exemplification, so using the correct examples. Also, having a coherent and structured response, so your essay actually flows. Also, you have good quality use of English. In terms of actually producing an answer, the key is actually to break it down and plan it before you start to write it. Remember, when you are attempting these essay questions, you have effectively got 45 minutes per essay. So why not take 5 of those minutes to actually plan it out? As you can see, level 5 is at the top end of the mark scheme, and it would be great for you to write an essay like that. That generally equates to 21 to 25 marks. This is what A and B grade students should be attempting to aim for. Now, you can see that one priority here is a response that demonstrates a high level of conceptual understanding and actually critically analyses, synthesises and assesses the connections between different elements of the subject. So what that is meaning, to get an A or a B, you're having to draw not just one idea, not just two, but you're actually having to draw things in from other areas. So for example, when considering the development gap, actually bringing in the factors that cause development in the first place, or the indicators that measure it, and giving examples. Also, you've got wide-ranging, thorough and accurate knowledge. So your figures aren't generic. It's not so much percent. It's not just around. It's an exact figure. You're possibly also making a comparison. One key thing which actually can boost your mark, especially actually in glaciation, is actually to include well-directed and well-annotated sketch maps or diagrams. It's a little bit awkward in development as there's not much you can draw, although you can actually bring in things like population pyramids or the demographic transition model from population if that was useful. Also, you've got a well-coherent, structured and logical response. And you might express some complex ideas, and your work actually has very few spelling, punctuation and grammar errors in it. So, in terms of doing this, this is the ideal of what you are aiming for. If you understand this before the exam, hopefully you will do really well. Practice makes perfect. So please do attempt these questions in your own time, and you can even self-mark them. Or, don't forget, you can send them to me here at SRC Bede. Thank you again for watching.